Company, iced coffee blonde, golden colored wheat ale, made with fair trade decaf coffee beans. 5.4% alcohol. Let's give it a shot. So in the trend that tends to be the coffee beers that I've been releasing, at least in this past year, Blue Moon did something special here. Instead of making a beer-flavored coffee, which would be a more coffee-based beer, Blue Moon decided to do a beer with some coffee flavor. That doesn't sound new, does it? Because stouts do that, and porters do that. A lot of the darker beers. Shit, you can probably find a coffee-flavored beer on any shelf that you go. And I've yet to come across a wheat ale that has coffee flavor in it. This one, it's not a dark, heavy coffee flavor, and it says it uses decaf beans, but there is something extremely pleasant about this, and it's not a dry coffee. It's not a black coffee. There's something really pleasant about this. It's almost like, as it on the label, like an iced coffee, very slightly, but infused into a wheat ale somehow, and it just works. There's something that I really do enjoy this beer. I'm really trying to explain it as not a coffee-flavored beer or a beer-flavored coffee. It's difficult, but there is something unique about this beer that stands out from the rest. And again, I got to kind of separate it because it's not a porter and it's not a stout, which I've had numerous coffee-flavored of both of those. But this one has its own unique traits and characteristics and flavors and notes that set it aside from those and really make it stand out. And I had low expectations going into this because I thought it's going to be a dark beer, it's going to be a heavy beer, it's going to be either really unsweetened black coffee or it's going to be the other side. It's going to be kind of like a hint of coffee and then just sweetness, some sort of artificial sweetener. But there is something really smooth, really nice, really pleasant about this beer. You do get that aroma, that coffee aroma, but it's pleasant. I really want to say more good things about this, but I don't want to sound repetitive and ignorant because I can't think of the words at this moment. But the only thing I can say is really go out and try this beer. I'm actually really, really pleased with this beer. And hopefully you can kind of understand that, or maybe put it in the words that I can't, that it's a good coffee-flavored beer. My drinkability, I could drink a 6-pack of these. That's no BS. That really is. I could go out, and I'm thinking about it. I kind of want a 6-pack of these. I think that this is a year-round beer. Even though it's a coffee beer, but it's a wheat ale, it kind of tricks you. It's like wheat ales, maybe summer. Coffee beers, winter, cold month. But there's something about the way that these are, it's blended so smoothly and so good that it could kind of be a year-round beer. But I'm thinking it's December. Maybe I'll keep it as like a cold month beer right now. A coffee beer during the summer, maybe not. But on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give this an 8. I'll give it an 8. I was thinking about a 9, but maybe I'm just a little too honeymoon mode right now with this beer. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Who knows? But I'll stick with an 8 for now. Maybe I'll revisit this later and give it a higher score. But I really, again, without being redundant and sounding completely ignorant and stupid, please, if you have Blue Moon in your area, if you have this beer specifically in your area, let me know what you think, because I might be completely wrong. But actually, I want to be right, and being right feels so good. So, again, that's Blue Moon Brewing Company, Iced Coffee Blonde, 5.4% alcohol. This is a good beer.